Let's go.
What's going on, Inside Out? How are we doing tonight? That is what I love to hear. Well, hey, my name is Audrey, and I'm so excited that you guys have come and joined us tonight. I heard we had a special occasion going on. I think we're here to honor the freshmen or something in the room. No, I'm just kidding. It's senior night. Make some noise if you're a senior. Love to see it, love to see it. Well, welcome seniors, welcome everyone else. Like I said, my name is Audrey, and we have so much fun playing for you guys tonight. We're gonna start off with a raffle. We've got a couple of prizes to give away up here, and then we're gonna play a super fun game, and then I have a couple announcements, and then we're gonna watch a video from some of our very own Inside Out seniors. So let's get started with our raffle. Everyone go ahead and stand on up. Our first prize that we are raffling away this morning is this Camp 75 bundle. We've got some t-shirts for you guys. We're mixing and we're mixing. Abby girl, only one ticket. All right, ready? 2. Just kidding, guys. Gotcha. 1, 6, 5, 1, 7, 6. Ooh. Ooh, we got some seniors standing over here. Final number is 3. Fernando! Congratulations on your super big Camp 75 bundle. We're not done. We still have a couple more prizes for you guys, so go ahead and stand on up. Now this is the winning ticket right here, but we got a little twist on it. Everyone trade a ticket with someone. Everyone trade a ticket with someone. All right, the winning number is 1, 6, 5, 1, 7, 5, 8. Yay! You get a Galaxy Light LED laser midnight sky projector. We still have crumble cookies you went away, so everyone stand on up. All right, now switch your ticket with someone else again, but not the person you just switched with, someone new. Someone new. Is everyone switched? Once you switch, switch again. Someone new. Having fun? Switch again. One more time, 3rd time. Okay. Everyone have their ticket. This is our winner. 1, 6, 5, 1, 7, 0. 0. Yes, Autumn! Autumn, you get crumbled. Hey, it's okay. Everyone's a winner in my book. But the fun's not over because we still have a game. And this game is called The Year Was 2004. Because like I said, it's senior night. And the majority of our seniors were born in 2004. So what's gonna happen here is there's gonna be a list of events on the screen, and it is your guys' job to guess which event happened in 2004. And this is like 4 corner style. So there's gonna be 4 options on the screen numbered 1 through 4. You guys have to walk to the corner that you think is the correct answer. So we've got corner 1 over here, corner 2 back there, corner 3 back there, and corner 4 up here. Are you ready? Does that make sense? Corner 1, corner 2, corner 3, corner 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's take a look at our first thing on up here. Which of these took place in 2004? 1, the first iPhone was released. 2, Kelly Clarkson won the first season of American Idol. Number 3, Facebook launched. Or number 4, Netflix started renting DVDs through the mail. Go ahead and pick your corner. We got corner 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. This is 4. Corner 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go ahead and pick your corners, pick your corners. No one's picking corner 1? No one thinks the iPhone was released in 2004? Okay. Corner 1, oh, just kidding. Corner 1, we got some dudes in corner 1. All right, everyone pick their corners. Let's see what our answer is. Corner 3, Facebook launched. If you did not pick corner 3, thank you so much for playing, but go ahead and take a seat. I'm sorry, but you are out. Seniors do not get 2 lives. Sorry, seniors. All right, let's take a look at the next one. What Pixar movie was released in 2004? Was it Monsters, Inc., Cars, WALL-E, or The Incredibles? Monsters, Inc., Cars, WALL-E, or The Incredibles? We got corner 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pick your corners, pick your corners. All right, let's take a look at what the answer is. The Incredibles. I'm so sorry, corner 1. All right, let's take a look at the next one. Who won the Grammy for the Best New Artist for their album released in 2004? Was it Maroon 5, Kanye West, John Legend, or Carrie Underwood? What are we thinking? 1, 2, 3, and 4. No one thinks it's Carrie Underwood. That's John Legend back there. Okay. This could be you. You're the only one over there. But if it's Carrie Underwood, then you're all out. And then I get to keep this for myself. All right, let's look at the number 1, Maroon 5. Sorry, Cole. Wasn't your lucky day. Maroon 5. All right, let's take a look at our next question. What movie released in 2004 won the Academy Award for Best Picture? Was it $1 Million Baby, Crash, Finding Neverland, or A Beautiful Mind? Corner 1, 2, 3, or 4. What are we thinking? Has anyone seen any of these movies? Because I've never heard of any of these movies. Gonna be honest. Sorry. Sorry. All right, let's take a look at what the answer is. $1 Million Baby. Fernando might win his second prize of the day. All right, let's take a look at the next question. Who won the Grammy for Album of the Year released in 2004? Jesus Take the Wheel, Carrie Underwood. Genius Loves Company, Ray Charles. Not Ready to Make Nice, the Dixie Chicks, or Let's Get It Started, the Black Eyed Peas. No one's in corner 2? No one's in corner 3. All right. Are you confident? All right, let's take a look at what the answer is. Let's take a look at the answer. Genius Loves... What? There's no one in corner 2. All right, you guys all get an extra life, I guess. Let's take a look at the next question. Oh, that's true. There are 4 of you, so everyone needs to have their own corner. What was the average cost of a gallon of gas in 2004? $1.45, $1.88, $2.11, or $2.39. You each need your own corner. First come, first serve. You each need your own corner. First come, first serve. All right. Are we ready? We got 1 in each corner. Let's take a look at what it is. $1.88. That's so good. Congratulations. You and some honey buns. Fun fact, I did not know what these were until today. Hold on, I got another box for you. Wait, I got one more box for you. Congratulations. Well, you guys, before I hand it over to the seniors, I have a couple announcements. The first one is kind of sad, and that is there's no church next Sunday. That means there's no service, there's no transit, there's no Inside Out. I know, really sad. But enjoy your Memorial Day weekend, and we will see you the following week, which is my next announcement. We will see you next on June 5th for our annual Grill and Chill. It's gonna be a super fun time, so just make sure you're there. It's gonna be super fun and exciting. And then my final announcement is that Camp 75 is right around the corner. Make some noise for Camp 75. I love to hear it. Guys, Camp 75 registration closes tonight. So if you have not registered, your friends have not registered, people in your small group have not registered, make sure to get them to register because tonight at midnight is the deadline. And if you guys don't know what Camp 75 is, take a look at this video from our Camp 75 director, Matt Keeney, and I will be right back.
Summer is right around the corner, which could only mean one thing. Camp 75 is almost here, and we could not be more excited. Camp 75 is not as much an event or a moment as it is a movement. It's a gathering of people of all ages intent on loving our community in unexpected and inspiring ways, intent on showing our city that someone is for them. For a week in June, hundreds of students will come together for the best week of the year at boot camp. While making lifelong memories and relationships and having an incredible time doing it, they'll be empowered and equipped in order to love our city for a whole week in July. During the week of Camp 75, kids, students, and adults will come together to provide a 75-minute experience intent on communicating how loved and valuable our neighbors are. During one of the 3 time slots each day, we'll be partnering with nonprofits and service organizations all over our city to meet the tangible needs of our community. Whether you're a student and want to be a part of Camp 75, if you're an adult and want to partner with the next generation as a host home or driver, or if you have kids that can attend Camp 75 in July, head over to camp75.org to get all of your information. This summer, let's come together and show our community that we are for them as we continue to love big and dream even bigger.
Guys, make some noise for Camp 75. Thank you, Jane. Camp 75 is the best 2 weeks of the summer, and you do not want to miss it. So make sure you register tonight, your friends register tonight, everyone in your small group has registered by tonight, and I will see you guys there. That is all I have from you guys tonight, but like I said, I'm gonna hand it over to some of our very own Inside Out seniors. So let's make some noise one more time for the seniors and congratulating them on senior night. The seniors got together and made this incredible video for you guys, just telling them about their experience in high school and just what their next steps are. So take a look at this video. Thank you.
All right, y'all. Hey, thank you for real for being part of this tonight. Thank you for everything you've done for our church and everything you've done for all the environments you serve in, Inside Out specifically, Boot Camp, Camp 75, everything you've done is just incredible. And so I'm just so grateful for you. I'm grateful for our time together tonight just to talk about some of the things and experiences and some of the ways that you've kind of navigated life and faith throughout high school. And so the first question I kind of have for you guys is just tell me what high school is like. Tell me what senior year was like, because the cool thing about everybody watching this video is that they will be a senior one day. So just anything great, anything that was hard this year, this season. Tell me kind of like what senior year was like for you.
I mean, I think senior year, all of high school, I think has been really fun. I think there's been a lot of fluctuations that you don't expect, like with friend groups, like the group that I went into my freshman year with, I thought they were gonna be my best friends through senior year, and like they're still my friends, but like we're nowhere a friend group anymore. So I think like that expectation is hard, and definitely the fear of missing out is really, really big, especially for me. But I think high school is just such like a unique experience that I love, like football games and all the things. But yeah.
For me, senior year was so much fun, and I also got to get a feel of like freedom, and then just like getting to be my own person, you know, like growing throughout all the first years of high school is like, you know, that transition stage, you know, you're getting ready for life after high school. And so this moment was just like, this year was really special for me to just like get to grow into my own person. And
so for me, senior year was kind of like climbing a mountain. You know, it was like a real struggle just to get over like dealing with football and school at the same time, senioritis, all that good stuff. But I grew so much just during the course of senior year, just with like my friends, my small group, like my relationships with Christ and just my relationships with everyone around me. It's just grown so much, and I just feel like I'm a completely different person now afterwards.
That's awesome.
I definitely say senior year was my favorite year of high school, just mostly because it felt more laid back. Like, my workload was lower, but the sad part of it is, like, I'm getting to do all these things for the last time. Like, something a little unusual in my senior year is that it was the first time I ever really got involved with the church in a large capacity. I started volunteering at Transit in January. Everybody's just like, wait, who is this guy? He's a senior? What? And I made more friends, and I just got way more out of it than I ever really could have imagined, and I'm so happy I did. In this phase of my life, I'm just grateful for all I've gotten to do here. I'm also ready to move on to a new chapter with college.
What would you guys say that you feel like you've learned over the last 4 years? Any like life lessons that you feel like have become like guiding principles for your life that you feel like you'll take with you to the next stage of your life? Anything that you feel like you've learned over the last 4 years that kind of fall in that category?
One of the big lessons that I've kind of been learning and continuing to learn throughout high school would just be to trust God. And I want to elaborate a little bit on that because I think we all hear that like a lot. But there's nothing too small, like no decision too small, like where should we eat tonight? Or, what should I do today? Or how should I spend this amount of time? There's nothing like too small to involve God in, too small to pray about. But there's also nothing too big, no decision too big, like where am I going to go to college? What should I do with this relationship? Or like, when hard times are happening, or just like, there's no decision too big that we shouldn't bring it to God and ask him to, lead us through and just like ask what his will is.
I feel like one of the most important things I've learned throughout these 4 years of high school are probably how important relationships are and like growing those, whether it's with your friends, your family, or with God. And growing your relationship with your friends is also where memories come from. So I feel like doing that will help everyone have, a better time. And then another thing I've learned is just don't get stuck up on the little things. Like, don't stress about the small things, because like now that I think about it, the things I was like really stressed on in the beginning of the year with school, I forgot. I don't even remember what they were. So like they won't matter. So yeah.
Yeah, kind of bouncing off like what Evan was saying about memories. I feel like one of the most important things I've learned throughout high school is just to like appreciate the small moments and just like cherish everything you get to do, and just like don't take anything for granted, because you never know like when that's going to be taken away from you. And I feel like after like coming back and getting to experience everything, I'm like so much more grateful, or just like in that time where we like weren't all together and like weren't necessarily with our friends, and like getting to experience everything the normal way, like I realized how much like I did appreciate just like the little things, and yeah, just not to take those for granted.
Yeah.
This has just been a principle that I've adopted throughout life, is just to minimize the number of regrets you have. And I think that that's a very important thing that I think about a lot, is just live with as few regrets as possible. And I think that that's like, that can be interpreted two different ways. That's like a you need to do things, first of all, because like you don't want to regret not going to something just because you were lazy or something, and you could have had a great experience. And then on the flip side of that, it's also like a don't do stupid things that you're going to regret. Like, it's also stay away from actions that are going to cause you to have future regrets or problems in the future, and those things kind of spiral out of control. So like minimizing your regrets is both of those things at the same time. And someone very wise once told me that there's two types of pain in this world: the pain of discipline and the pain of regret. And the pain of regret is a lot worse. So sometimes you have to suck it up and do what sucks, because you don't want to go down the line and look back and say, man, I wish I could have, And I think when you have that in perspective, it makes your decisions a lot clearer.
0 to 18, a lot of times you get like faith handed to you, whether your parents drag you to church or you're involved in small groups, you're involved in all these things. And then college is pretty much the first time when you get to practice pursuing a faith of your own. Your faith really becomes like an independent type thing. What would you guys say you have learned over the last 4 years in the rhythms and the ways that you personally connect to God?
Okay, personally for me, over like the last like 4 years, even in middle school, I'd say that like when I look at other people's relationships with God, I get like almost jealous or embarrassed, like my relationship doesn't look like that, I need to do that, and I feel like we get stuck in that, or personally I do, and I'm like, oh, I need to do this to like have a relationship with him or that, but it's really not. It's every relationship is different, like even in life, like if friendships, like relationships, they're all different, and so I feel like that really applies to God too, like one thing like someone may do is like pray, read their Bible, or one person may like connect more with God through journaling. So I just feel like finding what works for you and like how your relationship looks different from others is so okay. And that's something I had to learn over, especially these last 4 years and going into the future. Like my relationship is gonna look so different from now to the next year to like 10 years from now. So just like be comfortable in like what your relationship's gonna look like, because it's okay for it to be different.
One thing that has been difficult for me to learn, and I'm still learning constantly, is to focus on the hope of the gospel. It's very easy to get discouraged as a Christian. It's like sometimes Christianity can feel like a burden, just because like you have your set of beliefs and you know the truth about the world, and sometimes the truth can be a burden because you're never going to be able to live up to the standards that are set for you. And God knows this, and that's why he sent his son for us. But even like Paul talks about in Romans, he talks about how he's mad at himself because he does the things that he wishes he wouldn't do, and he doesn't do the things that he wishes he would do. And I think that that's such a relatable sentiment as a Christian, just trying to live up to the gospel and follow Christ. That can be a very difficult task for us. And I think that it's one of those things where you just have to be willing to keep fighting. And that can be very hard. But the reason that we're able to do that is because we have the hope of the gospel. We know that Christ has already won for us. And so like if you get knocked down 6 times, you got to be able to get up 7. Like you got to keep fighting no matter what. And that's the whole process of sanctification that Paul talks about. It's not that we're going to not encounter sin in our life, and it's not that it's not going to be there or that we're not going to have trouble. None of those things are true. We're going to have all of those things. But as Christians, we have to keep fighting, and that can be a very daunting task sometimes, but it's important to take hope with the gospel.
I think that my biggest barrier was not letting people in. I found that through opening up more in prayer, but also with people that point me to prayer and to God and to devotions and just like things that give me wisdom and kind of bring new viewpoints into my life. I think that that's been my biggest just way that I've grown, I think, is that I've learned to kind of like give myself a reality check of like, you actually don't know everything that's happening right now, and you shouldn't expect to just be able to handle it all on your own. And so I think that when I kind of realized that, and when I started letting people in, whether it was my parents, which has been really nice to start to develop that relationship, or just learning how to pray in a way where I am more open and it's like an actual like relationship and not like a, hey, like I need all these things, like check back with you later. It's like a, no, like here's what I'm struggling with and here's what really sucks right now. And, or like, here's what's so great. And like, thank you for that. And just seeing how that kind of makes my day better or helps me in the long run, I think is really cool to see.
I think I feel the most connected to God when I'm like learning more about him or like knowing him more. And so reading books like about God and or about Jesus and who he was and just stuff like that. And personally, I'm not a big reader, so I do like reading some books, but I think also an important outlet is podcasts and different things that just can kind of immerse you in like Christianity and just learn more about that.
For you guys, in your own words, and you could take this 2 routes, why would you say coming to Inside Out consistently is important? Or why would you say devoting your time to the church is important?
As far as the serving here goes, I think as a Christian, arguably one of the most important things you can do is bring as many people along with you on this journey as you possibly can. And one of the best ways to do that is by influencing and putting your own time and effort into the younger generation. There's a quote that people use a lot here, all the elders. They say that it's something like 9 out of 10 adults who are Christians put their faith in Christ before the age of 18. And so the work that you can do here, pouring into the younger generation, is one of the most important things that you can do, arguably, in your entire life. And it's not only that, but it's incredibly fulfilling knowing that you are putting your hard-earned time and energy and effort on a weekly basis into the younger generation. It's really cool, and seeing the life change that you can do if you really put the effort into it. So
I feel like it's important because it's just a place you can have that you know you'll always belong. Like, after the first time you come here, people make you feel like you should be here. They make you want to be here. And so after that, you just have like a safe place. It's a safe place to go every week and just get away and learn about God and grow your faith. And you'll know that no one's going to reject you. You're accepted by everyone here, and it's fun. And it's just like a place to get away and grow with your faith. So
because of all of the time that I've spent at Inside Out, I think that, and just church, just here as a whole, I think that I feel so much more equipped with kind of just tools to use in my everyday life. I think whether that's relationally or just with my like decision-making process, I think that it could be parent relationships or friendships or dating relationships, just anything. I feel like I have a lot more tools than I did kind of going in. I think I feel more ready to kind of take on a new chapter because I have spent so much time here, and I feel like I've learned so many things with people and with messages and with small group leaders and just people speaking wisdom into your life. I think that you benefit so much after high school and even after you leave because you're left with all of these things that you put into practice and you use day to day. And so I think that that's been my biggest takeaway.
Basically, I think just coming to North Point and being consistent with your small group and serving, it's like here at North Point, like I can promise you that every single person is for you and loves you and wants the best for you and wants you to have a great life and wants you to be close to God. And, you know, on the outside of those doors, like no one can guarantee that's like what is going on. And like, it's not like not everyone wants you to succeed. Not everyone wants you to, just not everyone's for you like they are here at North Point. And so like because of that, like I feel like not coming and like being surrounded by people who don't necessarily want the best for you or want your life to stay on like the track it's supposed to be, just brings you further from God naturally because, you know, through people being for us and showing us the love of God, we feel God's love, if that makes sense. So like, you know, not coming, I just wish that, you know, in times when I was like, yeah, I'm not going to church, or I'm just not gonna go, like, I just wish I could go back and tell myself, like, you need to go, like, these people love you, like, there's no shame, there's no judgment, like, they all want the best for you. And so I just think coming back to a place where that's, like, at the center of it and they want you to feel God's love is so much better than just, you know, trying to navigate the world out on your own with people who, you know, don't necessarily remind you of God's love every day. And then naturally your relationship with God will improve because it's just an everyday thing. So
it is one of the most important things that you can choose to spend your time on, especially Camp 75. Like, if you don't serve another day of the year, but you show up to Camp 75, like, I would argue that that's one of the best things that you can do. The best things that you can do with your summer. I mean, honestly, if you're going to be spending your time on something, it might as well be something that's building others up. Like, you might not be the most confident in your faith. You might not, even if you're not sure what you believe, showing up and making a difference, like, even if it's, like, just making other people's lives better, like, just show up and make someone's life better, and that's going to make you better as a person. It will also grow your faith in crazy ways. Like, you have no idea what a difference you can make, and then when you see it, when you can see it clearly, then it's just so eye-opening, and like it's crazy to see like how obvious it is that there is a creator, there is a plan, because there's no way that just I can make ripples like that happen without help. I think that serving people, showing people God's love through you is literally the most important thing you can do. That's what God called us to do, and I think that that is just super valuable way to spend your time.
For me, I have been a part of North Point for a very, very, very long time, since like kindergarten, and just having this place to like go back to has been amazing. always knowing that I have that community, that family, and those people that are going to support me if I'm going through a really hard time or if I'm having a great day. They're gonna like be excited and celebrate with me, right? So it's just amazing to have this community and loving family to always turn to whenever you're going through something.
Well, I think not like a unique experience, but like a different experience. I like ended up not coming to church for like 6 months of my life this year. And I think that period of time, like not being in church, just changed me as a person, and not in a positive way, because I feel like I didn't have like my community around me. I felt so far from like literally the person who like made me and like loves me and was fighting for me, and I was just like, nah. And I think like coming back was just like an incredible experience, because I felt like the love of like my small group and my small group leaders and my friends at Inside Out, and then also like obviously the love of God, and like it just like completely renewed me. Just like part of like my story just like shows how important a church community is, and being a part of it like can change you. So.
Well, hey, thank you guys for being here, for real. And thank you, honestly, if you guys can hear anything else from me, just like thank you for being a part of this church, and where I know God will be with you in the years to come, and how faithful he has been to us as a church, and to you guys specifically has been the coolest thing for me. So it really has changed my life to be on the other side of you guys more than you think. And so for real, thank you. Thank you for pouring your time into the next generation. Thank you for being for the people in your small groups and being for the people in Inside Out. It really means the world to me. So
I'm gonna need you to raise your glass. I don't care what you put in it. Here's the nights that you can't take back. We live hard, but we love to laugh. And we all thought that we'd get rich fast. Hopped the plane out for greener grass. Found out the greenest cash don't compare to the friends that last. See, we won't forget where we came from. The city won't change us. We beat to the same drum. No, we won't forget where we came from. This city can't change us. We beat to the same drum, the same drum. No matter where we go, we always find a way back home. No matter where we go, we always find a way back home. So here's to the cheap sunglasses, Red Bull and minivans, and people who had your back when the world didn't understand. See, we won't forget where we came from. The city won't change us. We beat to the same drum. No, we won't forget where we came from. The city can't change us. We beat to the same drum, the same drum. No matter where we go, we always find a way back home. No matter where we go, we always find a way back home. When time's losing, we're losing touch and fading away, we'll still be raising our cups to the same damn thing. Oh no, this city won't change us. 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 Won't change us. Hey, la da 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 da, la da 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 da. Oh, and no matter where we go, we always find our way back home. La da 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 da, la da 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 da. Oh, no matter where we go, we always find our way back home. No matter where we go, we always find our way back home. We always find our way back home. Yeah, we always find our way back home.